tonight in Oklahoma City as we change the tone of the program here and go into news mode because the game has been postponed between the Jazz and the Thunder tonight. Still awaiting official word from the league office as to exactly why they've determined not to play tonight. Here's scenes earlier tonight. They were about to tip off between the Jazz and the Thunder, and they basically told the teams and the officials to leave the court. And here's what's happening right now. Let's show you some tweets here from Shams Charania of The Athletic. Utah Jazz All-Star Rudy Gobert has tested positive for coronavirus. The world as we know it here in the NBA has officially changed right now as we deliver this news. This is obviously a story that has been on the minds of everyone around the entire world. It has not been necessarily a sports story unless you're talking about taking fans out of the arena or potentially canceling games. Now this one has really hit home. As you see, Andy Larson of the Salt Lake Tribune sending out a picture about them spraying down and wiping down the Jazz bench area. And Tony Jones has tweeted out from The Athletic as well that players have been quarantined inside the locker room, and players and team personnel have not yet left Chesapeake Arena. All right, we are live here on NBA TV, and we are reacting as this news comes in. And again, still awaiting official word here from the league office for them to comment. We're waiting for the teams to give us some sort of comment as well. Sam Mitchell, Sekou Smith, Jared Greenberg. This is a different type of night than we obviously expected, and this is a different world that we're living in now. And as soon as we have more updates for you, we will pass that along. But the priority has to be, as always, the players' health and well-being, the fans' health and well-being, and everyone who was involved in these games and at these arenas. Shams Charania of The Athletic is reporting that Rudy Gobert is the first United States professional athlete that is known right now to have tested positive for coronavirus. Sekou Smith, you write a lot about news. You've covered a lot. This is waters we have never dealt with here in the NBA, and you've been covering the NBA for several decades.
Yes, this is shocking a development as I can remember in a game situation, Sam. We've obviously been reading around the clock information and updates about the coronavirus, how it's affected everybody, lay people.
Let me interrupt you.
Sure.
We do have some breaking news here. The NBA has responded. The NBA season, following tonight's action, has officially been suspended for the time being. Let me read the statement here from the NBA. The NBA announced that a player on the Utah Jazz has preliminary been tested positive for COVID-19. The test result was reported shortly prior to the tip-off of tonight's game between the Jazz and Oklahoma City Thunder at Chesapeake Energy Arena. At that time, tonight's game was canceled. The affected player was not in the arena. The NBA is suspending gameplay following the conclusion of tonight's schedule of games until further notice. The NBA will use this hiatus to determine next steps for moving forward in regard to the coronavirus pandemic.